In this video tutorial, we're going to look at another way that we can use the te form of verbs, and it is the continuous tense. You have the te form of a verb, you add imas, and it gives you the continuous tense. The continuous tense is used to indicate when a verb is happening all the time or continuously. It is very similar to the English am doing pattern. To make this verb form, you simply take a verb, you put it into the te form, and you add imas. When you've done that, you've got a new verb, and that is in fact a group 2 verb. So if you want to change it again, you need to use whatever rules apply to group 2 verbs. Okay, this is what happens with a group 1 verb. So we get yomimasu. We take the stem of the verb yomi, and then we use our te form song to help us remember that yomi, the mi on the end of the verb stem, has to change to nde, and that gives us yonde. We then add imas, which means to exist, and we get yonde imas, reading and existing in that state. Group 2 verbs, it's very easy to make the te form. We've got tabemasu. We take the stem, which is tabe, and we simply add te. Tabete, that's our te form. Then we add imasu to exist, and now we exist in the state of eating. We are eating continuously. Tabete imasu. Finally, we have the group 3 or the irregular verbs, only 2 of them. One is kimasu. It becomes kite in the te form, so am coming would be kiteimasu. And then shimasu, meaning to do. In the te form, it's shite, and then shiteimasu, am doing. We're going to look at that kiteimasu one, though, a little later, because the meaning is not as you might think. Okay, here are the various tenses of our imas verbs. For example, we're going to use yonde imas. So we've got in the positive, the non-past, so that's the present or the future, it is yonde imasu. In the past tense, it becomes yonde imashita. The negative is yonde imasen, and the negative past, yonde imasen deshita. So it follows the rules which would normally apply to imasu, the verb meaning to exist. Let's look at some examples. Tomodachi wa nani o shite imasu ka? What is your friend doing? Hiru gohan o tabete imasu. He or she is eating lunch. Now there are some special verbs which are always used in the te imasu form. One of them is shirimasu, to know. Shirimasu means to know, but if you know something, you know it continuously. You don't know it in one moment and not know it later. So it's always used in the te imasu form when it is used in the positive.
あの人の名前を知っています。
I know that person's name. Then we have motion verbs. Ikimasu, kimasu, kaerimasu. These are the ones which are relevant to us. Itte imasu. Does it mean I'm going? Kite imasu. Does it mean I'm coming? Not quite. And here is the tricky bit. With verbs of motion, the te imasu form is more like 2 successive actions. Firstly, you go to a place, and then you exist there. Itte imasu. So that means I went somewhere, and I'm still there. Remember, imasu on the end means to exist. So you exist somewhere having gone there. Kite imasu. I have come somewhere, and I'm still there. For example, Yamada-san wa doko desu ka? Where is Yamada-san? Mo. That means already. Ie ni 帰っています。He is already at home. In other words, he returned to his home and he is still there. Finally, we have ゆみちゃんはもう来ていますよ。Yumi-chan, that means Yumi is quite young, probably up till 5-6 years old. That's why we use chan after her name and not san. So Yumi-chan wa and mo means already, kite imasu. She's come and she still is here, and yo is just a little spoken exclamation mark, and we translate that here as you know. Yumi-chan wa mo kite imasu yo. Yumi-chan is already here, exclamation mark, or you know.